My Twitch app never lets me watch my own stream. Okay. Looks pretty decent. Oh, and my border's back. Love it. Okay. So welcome. So I'm just gonna be doing a quick little makeup look today. Just a little get ready for work with me. Just kind of like my quick makeup look for work. Oh, I can hear myself talking. Okay. Don't love that. So I already have my skincare on. I'm not the best about doing skincare, but I do have a little bit of this vitamin C serum by Mad Hippie on my face just to kind of brighten everything up, make sure my face is nice and moisturized. I used to do a lot more in the morning, but honestly, this is all I have time for sometimes, like on the way to work, or not on the way to work, I guess like getting ready for work. I work remotely, so I'm already technically at work. And I actually had a meeting before this, so we've been doing that all morning. So I used this new primer yesterday, so I'm gonna try it again today. Just because I don't think I really took like a good assessment, like look at my face, to see what it looks like. So good morning, purple plants. Thanks for joining me. I also realized I have the my like chat window quite large, but that's okay. So I am going to be using the NYX Pore Filler primer today, and we'll see how it goes. I used this yesterday, but again, I just didn't really take like a good look at my face and see what it looked like. So I'm just trying again. It actually kind of reminds me of, I do not like the way this comes out of here. I don't know, maybe I need to shake it or something. Uh, this reminds me of the Benefit Professional, like just kind of like the look or like the feel. I don't know, something about like this texture. I don't know if I got one of these that's weird because it's definitely like spraying out of the tube at me, so I don't know. But it does kind of have, I guess, that like feeling where like it's like filling in your pores, I guess. Kind of the same as the Professional one does, but where your face just feels, I don't know, you can kind of feel it. If you've ever used Benefit Professional like primer, you know what I'm talking about, but it just kind of has this like feel to it. Thank you for the follow. I'm realizing that my like notifications are way too large, but that's okay. I will work on that. All right, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of foundation. I'm gonna use my You Almost Say What foundation. Actually, looks like I'm starting to run out a little bit because I'm starting to see a little bit of a patch there. So I do have a spare, but I need to start kind of thinking about probably getting another one. So I do wet my beauty blender before I put this on. I just feel like it helps blend my face out a little bit better, and then just kind of dab my foundation into my face. I have been thinking about maybe switching to a brush to apply my foundation because I've seen like a lot of like TikToks where people are using brushes to apply their foundation. It looks very nice, so that's something I may be considering, but I have to see how this primer works out because I forgot to kind of like look at my face yesterday. I think it looked okay, but I also went on kind of a long walk yesterday, so it's hard to say. I think I walked like almost 2.5 miles yesterday. All has been cooler. It's been cooler where I'm at, so I don't think I'm like sweating off as much of my makeup as I normally do. We'll have to see at the end of my workday what this is looking like. All right, I think that's nice and blended into my face. Just trying to make it so my face is all one color. And just blending it down onto my neck as well, just to make sure it's not like, oh wow, there's definitely makeup on your face because I can see the line. I'm just trying to have that a little bit more blended. Another TikTok hack that I saw is to, I just ate some of that setting spray, is to spray your face after you're done with all your like cream and liquid products. So I'm a little bit lazy, so I'm not gonna put on concealer, but I'm just gonna set kind of my foundation in place with the Hourglass Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray, which is like a little bit dented. I don't know what I've done to it, but this has lasted me quite a long time. So I do have two of these, and I've kind of been alternating between like the two of these, but there's still quite a bit of product left in both of these, like for the year. So honestly, like it's a little bit pricey, but it's such a fine mist that like it's not a bad like bang for your buck. I do feel like it lasts a long time, and I've been using these like every day, so it's not bad. And while all of that is soaking into my face, I'm gonna get all my powders out and ready to use, just kind of uncapping them and then setting the brush I'm going to use with them out, just so that those are ready when my face is nice and dry here. I do have my like work laptop out in front of me, so it's a little bit trickier to see or to like lay everything out. But first I'm going to go in with my Juvia's Place setting powder here. I'm just gonna try to set everything down on my face. This one is very hard to find right now. I don't know if they're discontinuing it, which would be sad because I just started using it and I do really like it. Or if they're just, I don't know if it's just supply chain shortages from COVID and all that, or I don't know. But it's sad because I do really like this, and once I'm out of this one, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I've been trying to find like maybe if there's like a replacement that I like. I don't know. But I do really like this powder. It does make my face a little bit pale. I think just, I don't know if it's because I'm putting on too much or what, but it does kind of make my face a little bit more pale. So I do need to definitely go back in here with my L'Oreal powder and just kind of make myself look less like Casper the Ghost. I'm just putting this powder on my face just to put some of that color back. And I'm also blending it out onto my neck, again, just so that people don't look at my face. It's very obvious between my face and my neck that I'm wearing makeup and that I'm different colors. So I do just try to blend it on down into my neck here. And I'm gonna go in with my bronzer. I'm using the NARS bronzer. You can tell that I like to use this because it is quite a bit used. And I do go in with, technically this is a highlighter brush, this fluffy brush here, but I like it because it does give me like more of like a soft bronze, I guess I feel like. I'm just making sure I get my cheeks a little bit near the chin just to kind of sculpt out my face a little bit. Same with the forehead. Just try to bronze it up a little bit here. And then again, other cheek. But I like that it just gives kind of like a lighter bronze look. At least what I think is like a lighter bronze look by using this highlighter brush. Now going to move on to blush. I'm using my little mini NARS blush. And honestly, this blush, like a little goes a long way. So like this is just like the little trial travel size, but it has lasted me for quite a few weeks. And unless you take like a month-long vacation, I mean, this is plenty of product. I think even if I were to have taken a month-long vacation, this would still be good. Because I think I've used this like every day since like mid-May. So it's lasted like 2.5 months already. So I don't even know how long like the full size of this would last. Probably quite crazy. So this one's like a pretty decent bang for your buck. I know NARS is a little bit more of an expensive brand, and I've been trying to kind of scale back on how many expensive brands that I'm using, but just this little NARS blush has lasted me so long that it's, I feel like, a pretty decent value because like it doesn't even have like the little hole in it yet, so it's not, and you can definitely tell that I don't think you'll be able to see it, but you can kind of see like with like the pan that there is some that's been used, but And I put on a good amount every day, so pretty decent value on that one. This, my highlighter does have a little hole in it because I do use this one every day. I think this is the second time I've used this, and this lasts me, I want to say like almost a year when I buy it, so not bad. But this is the Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive. It is just insanely glowy, so a little bit goes a long way. I think I originally bought this because I saw Nikki Tutorials using it. I think she did a collab with Ofra actually, and I didn't like hers because hers was just like very, very like white and blinding, and I wanted something like mine's like a little bit more of like a golden. So I didn't buy hers, but I did buy a similar one from the brand. I'm gonna go in and curl my lashes a little bit here. If anyone's curious, this is what I'm gonna wear to work. This is what I wore to my first meeting of the day. Obviously I'm gonna change out of the PJ shorts probably, but this is gonna be the shirt. So just very comfy for work from home. I'm gonna try to do a thin line. I guess I should have done a little bit of shadow for you guys. Oh well. I'll always add that in later. But this is really all I do for work is eyeliner. I'm just going with my little KVD tattoo liner. You can see like how much I've used this because the word tattoo is coming off of it, but I feel like this is just like a very like true black eyeliner. It's not like, I don't know, it's not like almost gray. Like it's like a true black and it's nice. And I just think it looks good. I actually got it as like a little sample size. I think I got a sample of it because I was working in a makeup store at the time when we first got the KVD brand. I think when we first got them, they were called Kat Von D, and then Kat Von D got into some hot water for stuff she was doing, so they rebranded it to KVD. It's like branded as like a vegan brand now, but at the time when we got it, it was Kat Von D, and so I had gotten a couple of sample products from her line to just try out so that I could recommend them to people, and that's kind of how I got into all this Kat Von D or like KVD stuff, was like, because I got it for free, and I'm like, oh hey, it's pretty good. I am going in with my Pacifica Vegan Collagen Lash Primer here, just doing a couple coats on each side. And then I'm going to go in with, this is my little Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill sample mascara. I don't know yet if I want to buy this as a full-size one, but I'm thinking about it. I also don't put on too much lash primer because it is like a little bit harder to cover up if I'm making all my eyelashes very white, because I typically just go in and do my lashes very quickly for work. It's probably kind of all I would do for work. Again, I'm doing it for you all, so I'm doing like a little bit more than I would normally do, but it's just very simple for work. Just go in and get my lower lashes just because I'm a big lower lash fan. I just love that look. All right, that looks pretty good. And then sometimes I go in with the, I think this is like the Revolution Cosmetics, the 5D Lash Pow, and just do like a little bit more mascara on my lashes. I don't love this mascara. It is like a little bit clumpy, and I think it's just because of like the design of the tube, honestly. But I saw this on a BuzzFeed video, and the person on BuzzFeed that was using it liked it, so I bought it, but I don't actually really like it on myself. But That's okay. So the way this mascara closes is you just push it down to close it. Like you don't have to like screw it on and off. And I don't know if it like just gets too much product on the brush because I'm trying to just slam like the wand into it, but it just sometimes makes my lashes look very clumpy. So like to close it, like you have to just like push it in and like lock it in, and I don't know, maybe because it's drying out a little bit doing that. I don't know, but if I do feel like my lashes are a little clumpy, I'll go in here with like a little lash separator. I think this is like the Ulta brand one, and just kind of comb through my lashes and just make sure they're less clumpy. I am going to do a little bit of eyeshadow for you guys, so let me just do my brows here as my mascara dries. So I do have a little bit of natural eyebrow, but I do like to have a little bit more than that. So I'm going to go in and draw some in for myself. So I'm going to go in with this Morphe pencil and just try to draw some eyebrows in for myself. I've been trying to keep them thinner, so otherwise it gets like to be too intense of a look. I'm just adding in a little bit more eyebrow than I had before here. I am doing this from quite far away from where my mirror's at, so I might have to go in and touch it up a little bit. But I'm going to try to do the best that I can from as far away as I am here. I did finally get my border back on my stream, so I realized it is like a little bit harder for you all to see me because I do have to back up so much. So I don't know, maybe I need to like re-finesse with my setup here. Okay, yeah, I'm doing quite a bad job on this side. But that's what Q-tips are for. I mean, I guess that's not their main purpose, but I have Q-tips. Like, everything can be touched up. Alright, just go with my finger and try to touch it up a little bit. This one was already going bad. I don't know if I can save this. I'll do what I can here. I might just kind of see what they look like once I put the pomade gel on them and then touch them up from there. It's a little bit harder to tell just from the outline, like how far off I am. So we'll see. So I'm going to go in with a matching little Morphe pomade here. I'm going to just kind of fill in these little outlines that I made. So like this brow looks good. So I'm going to try to my other eyebrow to match a little bit better with it. So we shall see. Actually, I kind of like this one. Maybe I'll get the other one to match. It might be easier. Okay. It is harder because I do have two like different shaped eyes because I am biracial. I am half European and half Asian, so it does just make things a little bit harder for me. But you know, we're just out here trying to do the best we can. As long as they look decent, I'll take it. That's not bad. They're not bad. We'll probably go in and touch it up later, but that's okay. I'm just gonna go in with like a little spoolie and just kind of feather out the front, just so the front's not as heavy. Getting to touch this up just a little bit here. Okay, it's not bad. I don't love them. I don't hate them, but that's okay. Moving on. I'm gonna set them with a little bit of this NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel, just so the wonderful little eyebrows I just drew in for myself stay on my face. And as promised, I'm going to do just a little touch of eyeshadow here. This is, I figured I would have my life together and I'd be able to do eyeshadow every day for work. So I did buy this little like neutral palette from Natasha Denona. It's like the mini nude palette. And I'm like, I'm going to put this on every day. I'm going to have myself together enough that I do eyeshadow every day, but I don't. So I'm going to add in a little bit of my KVD Shake Primer to my lids. It's because the one time I didn't do that, it like last week, it looked quite bad. So make sure I add in my primer here. I did already do my lashes and eyeliner, so we'll see how this goes for me. Hopefully okay. So I'm going to go in with my little Natasha Denona palette. I'm going to go in with, I feel like probably the most obvious choice here, the most neutral, and just start putting this color on my lid. I'm just trying to do the outside portion, and then I can just like sweep it over once I kind of like the intensity that I have going here. I wish I had myself together enough to do this every day, but I don't. And I'm just trying to sweep in one direction instead of going back and forth to just blend this across my eyelid. I do typically do my makeup like a bit out of order. I feel like from what most other like YouTubers and like makeup people do. Usually they do their like eyeshadow and stuff first, just so that you can get like a crispier line at the end when you go in with your foundation, but I don't know. I just find it a little bit easier to draw on my eyebrows once I kind of see what everything else looks like, so I'll just kind of add in my eye makeup just kind of after everything on the face, so it's like a little bit, it's a little bit off, but I don't know. Works for me. Works well enough for me. All right, so I'm pretty happy with that all over the lid color, so I'm just going to take a tiny brush, just put a little bit below here, just kind of with my lower eyelashes, just to really, I feel like, incorporate all the colors together a little bit better. I just feel like doing like the lower shadow just really ties everything together. And this color is not like as obvious, but I feel like it does a little something. It's also a little bit hard to see in the light that's above, so I will show you all the final look in a second, but let me just pack on a little bit of glitter onto like the center and like front part of my eye here. Should I do a little bit of inner corner brightening here? And this is like more than I normally do for work. I do have my work laptop in front of me. No one has needed anything from me yet, so we're all good. I'm just waiting for my boss to be like, hey, ping me a Zoom. And I'm like, oops, okay. But we're doing good so far. So just kind of blending this shimmer across my eye a little bit here. And just going back in with that first brush and the first eyeshadow and just trying to get a nice blend between the glitter and the other shade just so that it's less harsh, just kind of sweeping it over and trying to blend those out. But I think that looks pretty good. I don't think it covered up too much of my eyeliner and my mascara, so I'm not going to redo those, but we are good. Now we're going to add in a little bit of my ColourPop Lippy Sticks. This is the lipstick primer. Not my favorite primer, not gonna lie. It's okay. I just really like the MAC one better. But this one is just like less than half the price. But this is, oh, I just lost a whole chunk of it. Nice. This one's $8, I think. Definitely eating all this. So I think this one's $8. The MAC Prep and Prime, I think this one's like $20. So I don't know. It's a little bit harder to spend $20 when there's something that's $8, but I just feel like the MAC one is a bit better. And like, I don't know. I don't like spending $20 on basically this like glorified chapstick. But I just like the way it goes on better. So, oh well. I'm going to set my face before I put on lipstick with a little bit of the NYX matte finish spray here. Just let that kind of soak into my face and dry. I have a little fan that I use sometimes just to speed up that drying process, but I'm gonna just let this all like soak into my face as I put on a little bit of lipstick here. And honestly, sometimes I like forget to put on lipstick. I'll like be in a meeting, I'm like, oh, I have no lipstick on, because I'll be like, just like snacking and eating like throughout my work day, because I don't know, I work from home. I think even like working in an office, I like snack all day, so sometimes I just forget to put on lipstick. Hello, Phil Factor. Oh, what a fun username. Is that like Fear Factor? Welcome to the stream. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of lipstick here. I'm going with the Lime Crime shade Riot. I just feel like it's a really nice red that's not like too like crazy red. It's just like a nice, I feel like for work red. If that makes more sense. But I have this lipstick somewhere and I lost it, so I don't know. I just rebought it, so here we are. So I just really like it. I just think it's a really nice red. It's going well. I am just starting my work day, just getting a little ready for work. I technically already had a meeting today. I'm just doing my face for the rest of the day. And I have my little laptop in front of me, but glad it's Friday. All right, let's see what my lipstick looks like here. It's pretty good. I try to just smile and see what my lipstick looks like and see if it's like symmetrical looking. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I do like this lipstick because it's matte, so it does like dry down, like so that it's nice and matte, and then I don't feel like I'm like getting like lip product everywhere. I mean, obviously it gets a little bit somewhere, like on like the straws of my cups, but like it's not like a sticky lip gloss where it's like truly getting everywhere, so it's really not too bad. And I do feel like it's kind of like just like a nice for work red. It's not like a crazy like vibrant red, but I just feel like it's nice for work. You said that last time I was in here, but yes, it is. I said it was Friday. I feel like I have so many meetings, so like Fridays are the only days I can do these streams, but super hyped for the weekend. Super hyped. All right, put a little bit of hair oil in my hair because I washed my hair last night. Putting a little bit of the Verb Ghost oil in. I said Fear Factor. Oh, well, that's what your username reminds me of. Just putting a little bit of hair oil in my hair here just to make it a little bit shinier here. I typically don't style my hair anything for work. It kind of just looks like this. I'll sometimes take just like some little edge pieces and just like pin it in the back a little bit if I just want my hair off my face, but really I don't do much for work. Kind of what I've done for all of you today is a little bit more than I normally do for work, but it's pretty simple. Like I don't put on lashes typically for work. I don't do like anything more crazy with my eyes or anything. So a little bit more natural. You're getting close to that follower goal. I know, I'm so excited. We're getting there. We are getting there. So let me try to get a little bit of better lighting. I can show you guys kind of my full face here in better lighting. I was like charging this. So like before I started my stream, my iPad was only 12%, and I'm like, wow, how nice. I just set myself up for failure like that. But I feel like it's just kind of like a nice neutral look for work. You know, I feel like it's a little bit more sometimes than what people do for work, but this is, I feel like, a little bit more natural for me. I never understood fake eyelashes. You ever hear a guy say, her personality sucked, but them eyelashes though? That's true. I feel like it's more like, I don't know, it's for other girls to be like, wow, nice lashes. But I don't know. I like the look, but honestly, like, there's nothing wrong with the ones on my face. Like, you know, I have some on my face. They look fine. They will do the job. But just sometimes a little bit extra. I typically only do them like once a week if I'm going somewhere. But every day, I don't know. Typically don't do much. So just kind of every day. I'm gonna get to work now. Hopefully you all have a good rest of your workday, good Friday. And let's try to get the weekend started. I'm ready. This has been a long week. This is my first week with my new boss, so I am ready for the weekend. It's like big broom sweepers on your eyes. That's true. That's true. But I just have my natural eyelashes for work today. Keep it comfortable. Make sure I'm not sweeping anything out of the way. But all right, bye everyone. I will see you in the next stream. I don't know if I'm going to stream again today, but if not, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your Friday, and I will see you tomorrow or maybe later tonight. TBD. But bye.